Hello and welcome to the space that gives you inspiration on work, on life, and how to balance both worlds. Hope you have your cup of tea, cup of coffee, cup of whatever. A notebook and a pen, because things are gonna get serious. Last week I shared with you guys that you had sent me some questions that you needed me to answer, and I want to answer those questions. Now, I'm going to start right away from work. The producer of this show at one point was asking me, like, why are you starting with work? Because people are in a chill mode. And then I realized, oh, well, I'm not in a chill mode because I started work in October. Remember when I planned in October? So October, November, December, by Jan, I'm ready to go, you know? So I'm like, man, I'm gonna take them on my journey of go, 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 go. The thing that I like about this though, is that then by the end of the year, like, I so deserve my chill. Me, I deserve my chill. I know that I deserve my chill. So in this thing called work-life balance, I'm going to first start by answering the questions on work. Now, the truth is, most of the questions that you asked me, I can only answer them so briefly right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the questions you've asked me, curate nice topics that I'll then start to answer starting maybe in the month of February, because next week I want to answer on life, and the week after I want to answer on balance. So after that, then I'll dig into some topics that you've asked me, some topics based on the questions that you've asked me. So let's go. So I think one of the tricks that would be used, that I would advise anybody that's trying to get into YouTube or to get into social media, into this life of social media, is to learn to be publicly private. Where I only allow you to see what other people in my life see. So that's what it's been. But there's a lot that happens in my life that you actually don't know. Some I let you know because I let other people know. So be publicly private. So you either have a business mind attitude or you don't. I don't believe that you should have, like, somebody should develop a business mind. I don't think that's right. So if you don't have a business mindset, it's okay. You have a different path. Not all of us have the same path. I believe that starting a side hustle is because you're in a job or you have another business, and so you're starting a side hustle. So if you're starting a side hustle, start a side hustle which you like to do the thing, or you know it will give you money, but you as an individual, you're not available to do the work. So if that's the case, you should be starting a business or a side hustle which somebody else can run because you won't be there. Yeah, but also you could start side hustles of small things. Like when I was on campus, I would do a lot of things like selling my clothes, selling my jewelry. If someone told me they liked something that I was wearing, I would sell it to them. So that became my side hustle. I saw this question, and then there was somebody else who had also asked for 1 million shillings. And the truth is, there's so many businesses. There's things like a jewelry shop or a hair company. You actually can. You can start drop shipping. You can start drop shipping with money as low as $100. Yeah, seriously. So there's so many options here in Uganda. Other things, a chapati stall. You can start a market stall, like, for real. And that makes a lot. Market stalls make a lot of money, I swear to God. If you're really good at plating hair, you can actually start with zero. So there's a document that I found. It's something that I can share with you guys. I will ask you guys maybe to leave your email addresses in the comment section, or maybe I should just develop a link where you can go share with me your name, your email, and then I'll send you that document. It shows you all the businesses that you can start in Uganda for as low as 300,000 shillings. So 300,000, 500,000, 1 million, 5 million, 3 million, all of that money is in there. So I'll be sending that to you guys. Work stress. I get what's stressing me the most, and then I find a solution for it. So I work from the most stressful down to the least stressful. If it's your boss that's stressing you, I would go and learn how to manage upwards. Actually, that did used to happen to me when I was working in the bank. My boss used to really stress me out. And so one of the courses that I did was by Harvard Management, and it says, one of the course units was managing upwards. Guys, the day I did that course, me and my boss became the best of friends. So find whatever it is about your work that's actually stressing you and find a solution for it. That most times work stress is caused by many things. So get the one that stresses you the most and solve it one by one. So the world is constantly changing. An MBA would have been as good as CIM or CIPR, or I don't know, there's so many C's that are now coming up. They are a lot like the way ACCA was for the financials, for the accountants. Now there's something like ACCA for almost every sector. And I decided to take CIM because one, it was very current, it was very recent, and it was what most organizations were looking at for. It was very practical. The MBAs and stuff, I realized that it's a lot of theory, I've heard, but in my mind, I know that I do want to do my MBA, and I do want to go even all the way to PhD. So wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. 15 years experience with children. Actually, now it should be like about 20 years experience with children and like now 10 with marketing. But really how that has been done is because I've always worked with children in the background, and then marketing is something I'm passionate about. So children come somewhere in my purpose, and marketing is my passion. So like I've always shared with you guys, planning your time out has really helped me. So I actually have a business that works with children and a business in marketing. So I have to find a way between the two. Yeah. The truth is, I provided the whole of last year for the months of January, February, March, and April. I was giving all the advice that I could ever give to anyone on business. So please, 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 please go right down to where to my playlists under work. I explain everything on how to start, all my tips on how to start a business, how similar they are to children, what we can learn from children on that, how we can start the business, mistakes I made, what I think I should have done, apps that you could use, all of that stuff I share in my work related videos under my playlists for work. So go there and watch it. My 20-year-old self, I think I shared my lessons, the lessons that I've learned, and that's the advice that I would give myself. But more importantly, I think the one lesson that I would like drum into my 20-year-old self is that systems are important, coaching is important, financial management is important. Those three. And I believe that if you get a good coach, they should be able to help you with systems, and they should be able to help you with your financial management for the three. Yeah, those are the three things that I would say to my 20-year-old self. Yeah. So when someone tells me I've accomplished so much, I'm just like, have I though? Like, have I? If you know the things that are in my head that I would like to achieve. There's so much more. But I guess never thinking that I've arrived has helped me, because then I'm always hungry. I'm hungry to do more. I'm hungry to partner with people so that I can get those things that I really want to get done. And also, I feel like partnering with other people has helped a lot, being able to ask people for help, being able to work with people has helped, because most of the times they carry a big half the burden on anything that I've achieved. They carry half the burden and I carry the other half. So I feel like that has really helped me a lot, being able to partner with people and not arriving, like not thinking to myself that, oh, you've done so much. Yeah. At the university, I studied, I'm laughing because I remember getting out of my engineering maths class because I was just like, what am I doing in engineering? No, I'm done. But anyway, I did a bachelor's of science in, wait for it, mathematics, statistics, and psychology. Yep. Yeah, I was pretty confused, but that was it. Oh, someone that wants to work with me. I'm always about working with people whose purpose is somewhere like we align with each other. So email me on manuelapmulondo.biz, biz@gmail.com. manuelapmulondo.biz@gmail.com. Best investments. I honestly don't think that there is any such thing as best and worst investment. I think that timing is important. How much you risk in your investment is also very important. But I must say that there's three types of investment. High risk, medium risk, and low risk investments. So some low risk investments are things like stocks, beads, and bonds. But then some high risk investments are things like businesses. Low risk, medium to low risk is maybe like real estate. But essentially low risk is no matter how much money you put in, the return is really small. Medium is really there. And then high risk is where it's the return that's required is high, but your chances of losing that investment are also high, right? So things like forex trading, things like a business. So let me give you an example. The Cradle, which is a business for me in the education sector. Usually when you're investing in a business, you'll invest in different kinds of sectors. So you'll enter agriculture, you'll enter education, you'll enter those sectors. So you create a business in any side, in anywhere on the value chain. You know what? One day I'm going to get a financial expert to come and answer these questions. But for now, what I would say to you. So I'm in the education sector and my business closed for 2 years. Now I had invested heavily in the Cradle. And so for the past 2 years, my investment has been at an all-time losses. You know what I mean? So, but thank God I have some low risk investments. So I have stocks, I have beads, I have bonds, government beads, government bonds. I'm also into real estate. So you find that there's high risk, medium risk, and low risk. You need to make a decision how you're going to invest. Now, financial investors will tell you, do 30% of your money and your investments along the low risk, medium risk, and high risk. They'll tell you a lot of stuff, but one day we'll answer this question on finances. But that's what I would say. There's no such thing as a best one. You need to invest in any one of the three categories and just wait for your money and see what happens with it. Yeah. That's an interesting question. I'll say it like this, and I think I've said it in one of my YouTube videos before, that people buy from people and not from businesses. So you might want to build your personal brand. So build your personal social media pages to tell people that you're the owner of X business. People will buy from you more than they will from your business. Yeah. So I believe there's two ways you can learn to market yourself online. One, the long way, which is you go onto things like YouTube and Google and read and research and come up with literally your own way of learning. Now, take a while learning, right? Take a while learning, take a while researching, take a while practicing, take a while doing that. Now, that takes long. Vis-a-vis the shorter method, which is take a course. Like there's so many short courses, $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $100, $299. Do a course that can help you because somebody else has already done that hard work of finding out how you can run your business online, and they've developed a course. So take that course. That's the shorter way of getting that done. Ooh, streams of income. Okay, so there's two. Okay, some people say 3 types of income, but I say there are 2. So you either have earned income or you have passive income. So earned income means you're working and you're getting the money. Passive income means you're sleeping in your bed and the money is coming. So the third type that people say is investment income, but I still feel like investment income is passive income. So for me, in my mind, there's earned income and there's passive income. So you need to find sources of income, all your sources of income. So at what I truly believe is that I want to have only one source of earned income so that I can have things to do every day that I wake up. But the other 6 sources of income should be passive. So you should be working towards having 6 sources of passive income. Again, maybe one day we should talk about this. Yeah? Yeah. Monthly salary. So this is how we manage our current finances. 10% is tithed. 20%, a fifth of your income, based on the scripture of Joseph and the dream and him telling the king to save a fifth of their country's produce. That's 20%. So 20% you save. 10%, please, because if you give, it will come back to you. Good measure, press down, shake it together, and run it over. And then the 70%, eat. However, there's going to come a time in your life, like now for me right now, it's kind of reversed. 10% tithe, 10% give, 10% spend, 70% save and invest. Yeah. So I saw I don't know what made me particularly passionate about being a businesswoman. I really honestly don't know, because the truth is, it's just because you know I'm a businesswoman right now. But for people who have seen me in the corporate world, my boss used to tell me I was made for the boardroom. So I don't know, I think it's just all I know. But the truth is I can thrive in either one. That's the honest truth. So I don't think I have an answer for that one, but I just truly believe that if you know that you are, you are. Yeah. So that's called, and if that continues, that's called, you'll be getting into entrepreneurial depression. For all my business people on this page, in the comment section, let me know, or at least try to find out, between the 23rd to the 30th of every month, you start to feel sad. That's entrepreneurial depression. Why? Because you have to take out a huge chunk of money out of your account to pay rent and to pay salaries. So here's what my business mentor told me. She said, for every product that you sell, a certain percentage of it should go towards rent and should go towards salaries. And so you should have 2 separate accounts for rent and salaries. Now, every time you sell your dress of 50K, 5K goes to the rent, 5K goes to the salaries, okay? You need to have percentages. Okay, so one day we'll talk about this. One day we'll talk about this. I'll tell you how the percentages work, okay? So when you save up that money on those accounts, when the end of the month is coming, the money will already be there, and so you don't have to be worried about it. I don't maintain it. I mean, some days are hard and some days are good. That's the honest truth. Sometimes before I record this video, I'm sad. And then like my mood goes up after. So I wouldn't say that I'm there at that place yet where I have a continuous positive energy. But I'm trying. I'm on my way there. I'm doing a lot of self-care. I'm doing a lot of checking in with God and with my emotional well-being. I'm better than I was 2 years ago. At least that I can say. Yeah. For starting a business, everybody should go. Whoever wants advice on starting a business, my biggest priorities, my lessons, blah, 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 that whole shebang, please go into my playlist under work. I talk only about business. It took me 1 year to write, edit, and publish my book. And although it was quite easy how I did it, my book is based off of a training that I usually do for parents. So what I did was get the video, get a transcriber. The transcriber watched over 48 hours of content and transcribed everything. And so then I just went in to arrange it, got an editor, they reworked my English, and voila, I had a book. Yeah. You can get my book at Aristoc Booklets or Book Points in Uganda, but also at Book Hub in Kenya. You can find it. You can also find it online on Amazon. You can also find it online via Jumia and Safe Border. But you can also get a copy directly from me. People that get a copy directly from me get it autographed. Yeah, I'll leave a link below so that you can order from me if you want it directly from me. It only costs 50,000 shillings, but depending on which platform you've gotten it, it might cost a little bit more. And looks like that's exactly it for anything on work. Thank you so much, guys. I can't wait to see you next week when I answer your questions on life. See you guys. Bye-bye.